Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Arsenal podcast, the first crossover of the week on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, where we discuss all things Manchester United and all things Arsenal, people. So big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. As always, please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back, hit the like button on the video, share across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And Arsenal run out 2-0 winners against Leicester City. Mikel, there's one person on here nicknamed him the Beast. Moreno with a brace. Maybe he found his role. Maybe he found his calling as Arsenal's number 9ers. Like I said, they run out winners in the Midlands against Leicester City, and they are chasing down Liverpool still in this title race. And Liverpool do have tough games coming up. They face they're away at Aston Villa tomorrow. They have Manchester City on the weekend, and then following that, they then face Newcastle United at home. So if Liverpool do drop points, will Arsenal be there to capitalize? Can Arsenal capitalize and make this title race closer? Because that's what we are going to be discussing. On the Manchester United side of things, it's all terrible. We are 15th. Word to the OG troops. All eyes on Amorim, under severe pressure. Reports coming out talking about the players. Some of the players are unhappy and losing faith with Amorim. How much of that? I believe not really too much. However, he needs to pattern up. He needs to fix up. So we're discussing all those things. So please keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. And again, when you enter the city of sarcasm, hit that, pay the toll, pay the tax, hit the like button, share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. And just as important, road to 15K, hit that subscribe button as well. And we got the full squad with us, man. TJ is in the building. Don C is in the building. Tony's in the building. How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing?
Peace.
How's everyone doing? Everybody good?
Bless.
I'm great.
Good, bless.
I'm great.
Love that, man. Smiles all around, man. Smiles all around.
Great.
So, TJ, we'll start with you. Running out winners at Leicester City. Not the best performance. Not the greatest, most entertaining game. But most importantly, you got the win.
I'll tell you what, we might have found our striker, people. We might have found our striker. Mikel, the Beast, Moreno. But I thought he was supposed to be a beast in the 6, not at the 9. This guy has better finishing than Kai Havertz, and that's not saying much. But that was he came in and he absolutely lit that game up. Great performance, nearly man of the match performance. If it wasn't Ethan Winieri, it wasn't for Ethan Winieri. Like the guy came on and absolutely changed the game. Is he going to be the answer to get us over the line the rest of the season? No. But he played very, very well. Provided a spark, provided a target for Trossard. Trossard actually woke up when he got out there. I think I was saying this on your Q&A the other day, Flawless. 70th minute, Trossard rises like the Undertaker out of the coffin. Like I don't understand it for the life of me. And the funny part is the bag under his eyes, he looks like the Undertaker. So that's actually the perfect. I might call him Leo the Undertaker Trossard now. I'm not gonna lie, that might be a bar. But yeah, I mean, my biggest criticism of that game is the fact that we weren't in it until the 70th minute. Like Leicester were making it a game for the first half. We were dog shit the first half. It was brutal. I thought with the way that our front line was playing, and I'm talking about both Trossard and Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling putting in one of the worst performances I have ever seen a Premier League footballer ever put on. He made Garnacho look good. Like that is how bad it was. He was brutal. This guy is done at the top tier. I'm not hearing anything else. Terminate the loan. Send him back to Chelsea. I don't want to see him anymore. He's going to be playing in Strasbourg this time next season. I'm telling you, he is brutal. But when bright spot, Ethan Winieri. Don't say I didn't call it, because I called it at the beginning of the season, people. I'm gonna keep propping it until the cows come home. This kid needed minutes from day one. And the minute you saw him come on against Aston Villa in that second game, you thought you saw some special things. And he's been doing special things ever since. Man of the match performance, was mixing it up in the final third, was advancing the ball, was getting the ball into danger areas. Like, the kid is an absolute baller, and he's on the team. Mikel Arteta could possibly have an issue on his hands with where he's going to play when Saka gets back. He can't send it back to the bench on this kind of smoke. He can't. He's one of the most active right wingers in the league, not even in the team, in the league. He's looking, and I have people. I just got off of Husam's channel. He thinks he's going to be a generational right winger, and I don't disagree. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but I'm agreeing with Husam on anything. But I agree. This kid is something special, and as long as this manager doesn't ruin him, he could truly be special. And we can definitely get into. I think I have an understanding of where this show is going to go, because I would really like to talk about the future of these youngsters and the fact that we had better youngsters in the hell end than we have brought in over 3 or 4 transfer windows, save for Declan Rice. I think that's a huge indictment on this manager and this management staff. But yeah, man, just to wrap up the game, we did exactly what we were supposed to do. But it took us until the 70th minute to do it, which is my biggest criticism. We're not putting teams to the sword. I was messaging with Dal and Connor halfway through that game, being like, they're hanging around. Like if we don't finish something soon, we could drop it. We could drop points to these guys. We could even lose at home to Leicester, and then our season truly is over. But Ethan Winieri, perfect ball in, great header from the beast. I'm not even going to call him Moreno this podcast. I'm just going to call him the Beast. The Beast, great header, and then a master cross in from Trossard again, and great finish from the Beast again to make it 2-0. So yeah, take a game at a time. West Ham is going to be very, very interesting. Let's see if these guys are for real with these 3 up top. I do not want to see Sterling anywhere near the starting 11. I don't care if you start Moreno in the 9. I don't care. Do not play Sterling. The way that he played, he doesn't deserve to play another minute for this football team. Another minute, let alone start a game. But yeah, excited to hear what Don C has to say. Definitely excited to hear what Tony has to say, because I think he's going to be dancing on some graves today. But yeah, we'll see what happens against West Ham. Also, I want to talk about Aston Villa Liverpool tomorrow. I think that's
we're gonna get to that.
I think that's going to be key.
Big one.
We definitely gonna get to that one. Don C, what are you telling me, man? I was saying, no need for the shots. This guy, what a prick, just unnecessary. Look at this guy smiling. Oh, sorry. Anyway, Leicester City, thoughts on the game. I'm talking about your sub-header. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I want you to be wide and come again, selector.
Yeah.
What shots? What shots did I
I'm
do?
talking about your sub-header. That's what I'm talking about. For those that can't see the sub-header underneath.
No, what is the sub-header say? I'm like, my eyes are. I'm getting old, innit? So. I like my eyes, you know what I'm saying? So what does it say? Well, since you brought it up, to take note, yeah? Can you please let the crowd know what it says?
Oh yeah, is this 1 second? Hold up, bear with me. You lot can see. Run up the line.
Oh, we know. I know what's coming.
Yeah, you already know.
We're fucking 15th. It's on the. We're 15th. We are 15th, so.
Sorry, that clip is hilarious, yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Why would I say that? Why would I put on my subheader?
Yeah, because of where we are at. That's why when I say we are talking about Manchester United.
I thought you were talking about your side bitch. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but we'll come to that. Now, you see the game. The game was fucking boring.
Yeah,
it was. To watch it, it's like watching paint dry. When, for my honest assessment, in the first half, the first half, it was more of 2 teams that look like they were mid-table teams. Yeah, 2 teams that look like they're mid-table teams. It was hella boring. Yeah, but in true fashion, the player who I backed the most, can you believe it? The one who this brother said is the beast. Yeah, he came and saved our blood class. Yeah, from being so boring. You know what I'm saying? The beast came out to play. You know what I'm saying? Tony's beast. The person that I said, Tony, come get your boy. He went and got his boy. And you know what his boy did? He gave man a header, something that Man United couldn't do against Tottenham, and he put a little slot in the corner, something again Man United couldn't do against Tottenham. Yeah, but we move. Yeah, now it was good. It was a boring match. It was very bad. It was horrible to watch. Yeah. And Yeri, what a star he is. What a fucking star he is. And first and foremost, I want to apologize to TJ. Yeah. Because just before the first Man City game, he said, I want to play this kid because this kid is good enough. And I said that I'm happy that Arteta didn't play this kid, yeah, because excuse me, if he would have played this kid and it goes wrong, it's gonna hurt his confidence, yeah. So I want to put my hands up and I want to say, TJ, my fellow
You weren't the
brother,
you weren't the only
you
one.
was right. Yeah, but the thing is, the difference is, I'm one of those ones to say I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah?
No. I
And-
appreciate it.
And you was right, brother. That's what I'm saying, because ever since then, he's gone from heights to heights to heights to heights. Yeah, that game on Saturday, he was the only shining light throughout the whole team. Skelly had a decent game, below par compared to what he's used to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give him that. Everyone's allowed a day off. That's what I'm saying. Apart from Man United right now.
Well, he wasn't even that. He
Everyone's
wasn't even that bad either, but he just wasn't
Nah.
great.
Nah,
Yeah.
he wasn't great. He wasn't great. He wasn't the Skelly that we're used to.
Yeah.
But but he gave us a performance. That's what I'm saying. Our two centre backs, they're solid. You know what I'm saying? The goalkeeper really didn't have much to do. So him and Timber, Sterling, the nightmare. Yeah. Ever since Arteta decided to bring him into our club, he has, like, him alone has brought down the stocks of Arsenal. Him alone. How can he not run past the defender? Okay, I understand if it's mid-table, yeah, because those defenders, they would want to go at you. But this is piss poor Leicester. The only time I saw him take the ball and run past the player was when the ball went out for a throw-in, then run past the player. Yeah, do you know how pathetic that is? And we loaned him. And it's not the fact that we loaned him, it's the fact that his loan hasn't been terminated yet. Yeah? We had to bring him off and put a Moreno. When I saw this, I was like, is this motherfucking stupid? Yeah? But to my surprise, he's the one that won us the game. Like it or not. Even though Enyeri put a beautiful ball on his head, he could have done a Garnacho miss.
Yeah.
But he scored. That's what I'm saying. So I have to give him props. Yeah? Do I want him there? Hell no. Do I want him in the team? Hell no. If I had, take all the narrative away. I didn't want him to score that goal. So you know why? Because he did score that goal, yeah, one thing that I did not want to happen, which I said to you on Stream Flawless, right, is that they're going to say this is why we didn't buy a striker, because Arteta knew that he was going to be the man. Another 8, another 7, another 6, another 10, that's a 9. Yeah? Make that make sense. That's what I'm saying. What happened? We don't need another striker. We got Moreno. Yeah? So, can you imagine going forward, he scores the rest of the goals to the end of the season? What do you think is going to happen in the summer? The same thing that happened last summer. We buy centre backs. Yeah? This is what I do not want. Yeah? Forget the win. I'll take a win each way and they come. But it's like, when I look at the bigger picture, we need certain players in a position. Yeah? Because I explained this to Tony. It's about movement. Like, okay, at the end of the game, I saw 4-4-2. Old school 4-4-2. Declan Rice and Moreno up front. Do you know how pathetic that was? Big up. Do you know how fucking pathetic that was? Yeah? And we won. Yeah? We had 4-4-2 with Declan Rice and Moreno as our strikers. Yeah? Bro, I don't want that guy forward. Can you imagine? Okay, TJ, Tony, can you imagine playing them against Juventus? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine?
No.
I can,
Oh.
because his pussy old manager would do it.
He'll do it. No,
Yeah.
he'll do it, but he'll do it. But
Damn.
He'll do it because we have no other option, actually. So
No.
Yeah.
We have other options because like something that Prime said
Raheem
the
the
other day,
Dream, man.
we have 12 strikers in our academy.
I know, but the only one down there, I'm sorry, but the only one down there is Oyedeji. I mean, his bones hasn't developed yet. They're gonna crush it.
Okay, how do you think? How do you think? Okay, so far, if you're looking up apart from this season alone, just this season, look at what we've got in our artillery. We've got Enyeri and we've got Skelly. Yeah, try something different. Yeah, because Moreno is not gonna like. Let's not sugarcoat it. I know you want to give your assessment, but as happy as I am for the win, I'm still pissed off that he fucking scored, because that's papering over a lot more cracks that shouldn't even be there. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we got the win.
I understand.
Yeah, and I got told to be a happier fan on who was it, Sunshine's thing. Yeah, but then my thing is, how the fuck am I gonna be happy? Why should I be happy when I got 4-4-2, Declan Rice and Moreno? Yeah, what? Okay, why am I singing? It's like I'm going to church on Sunday, and I'm sitting there and I'm crying because you know what, I just don't want to praise the Lord. I don't want to give a hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? What's the point? What's the point?
I
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm happy for the win, but the fact that Moreno scored, and if we had a known striker and he came on the field for a midfielder and we scored, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know this pathetic manager, apprentice as a manager. Who's our next game? West Ham. Who do you think will be in? Who do you think they'll play a striker? Okay, let me tell you, either or either. It's either going to be Sterling on the field or Moreno on the field. Both sides of the coin when it's evil. I don't want none of that. None of that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Makes sense. So over to you, Tony, your boy. Mikel, as you nicknamed him, the Beast Moreno with the brace. Not the best performance. Like I said, not the most entertaining game. But most importantly, you got the win, clean sheet. Thoughts on the game?
See, big ups to everyone who's in the chat here. Smash up the likes here, guys. See, I mean, both of them. I mean, TJ has said his piece, and you just have to agree with everything. I mean, even our brother Don T. I mean, at this point, you just have to agree with almost everything. But just before I forget, TJ, I want to credit you just the same way that Don T. Actually have credited you. I'm shameless. I'm that kind of guy that would say, kudos to you. I mean, you call this thing about one area. I mean, I just have to shamelessly give it to you because, I mean, when we were talking about, inserting one area into the game, I was saying, hey, let's slow it down a bit. But I mean, if you look at the bigger picture, it should have been good to actually ease him into the team because we know Mikel Arteta doesn't know how to actually, utilize the players quite well and manage their fitness level. So who knows, he might have been injured by now. But again, you called it. I'm not going to take that away from you. Big ups to you, man, for calling that. Because right now, flawless, Don T, that is the only person that is actually willing to actually don the shirt of Arsenal Football Club. I mean, guys, any of you who actually watched that game, man, from the first second it started, till about the 70. I mean, what time did Marino come in? I think maybe 75th minute or something like that. Completely drab game. I mean, look at Sterling. I mean, let's even go through the numbers. 61% of the ball possession. People. 61% of the ball possession. And you know what? We had about 11 shots on goal. Maybe like 11 shots on goal. But I mean, you can just, you can just actually count how many incisive passes in the 18-yard box we did get. I mean, how many of those shots actually peppered the goalkeeper in any way? I mean, 11 goal attempts, sorry, not shots on goal. Goal attempt was about 11. Shots on goal was about maybe 5. probably
Yeah, you're
maybe
right.
around 5 or
Spot
so,
on.
right?
Spot on, Tony. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was 11
spot
shots,
on,
5
right?
on
Yeah,
target.
maybe
Yes.
just around 5. So imagine 11 goal attempts and just 5. Mind you, this is to a team that actually has been outgunned. Yeah, they've conceded, at least even before Arsenal faced them, probably maybe they conceded about 53 goals. Yeah, that's almost worse than, the least team to concede more goals this season is
It's down
Southampton.
there with
Yeah, but
Southampton. Yeah, it's
I
down there
You're
mean,
with
right.
man,
Southampton.
They got the
that
second. You're right, Tony.
exactly.
They got the second worst defense in the league. Yeah.
Exactly, man. That's shocking defense. You respect an Arsenal team. I don't care whether we have a striker or not. You do respect Arsenal to to administer pain to Leicester City. I mean, that's a very, very horrible Leicester City team. And I mean, it was only one area that was running up, trying to get any kind of creativity going on about in the 18-yard box. I mean, Sterling. Another shitty performance, man. I mean, when do we say enough is enough for this guy? I mean, Dante have said what he said about him. I don't want to even see him play until the end of the season. I don't know how many people want him to play here, but even for numbers, it's completely useless at this point. He can't assist. His first touch is horrible. His positioning horrible. I mean, it took Merino, yeah, in the 70, probably in the 76, 77 minute to come in and show Sterling how to position himself effectively in the opposition's box flawlessly. I mean, I'm sorry I'm using flawless name. I mean,
No
but
pun
in
intended.
this one you just have to insert that in, man. I mean, Merino, the beast Merino. I mean, it's just nice to see that name, yeah. For our guy TJ to call upon that name. I mean, a couple of months ago, TJ had, choice words for him. But I mean, this is where we have to call it.
He's a hell of a striker. I'll say that.
This is where we have to call it, yeah. But see, I'm not gonna sit down here and hype this guy up. I'm not gonna do that. But one thing I would say is that he came in the 70, probably in the 75th minute or so, yeah, to come off the bench. A guy who hasn't actually been utilized in this team in no way. I kept saying it here, yeah, that Mikel Arteta is the problem. He doesn't know the strength of his players. I'm not saying this guy should be a striker or whatever, but I'm thinking that Mikel Arteta hasn't really utilized this guy in the best way we can use it. I watched this guy in Real Sociedad. He's not such a bad. I mean, he wasn't the best in the midfield out there in Real Sociedad, but I mean, he wasn't as bad as this coming into Arsenal. In fact, I hardly see him injured in Real Sociedad. So that's a clear indictment on this manager. Why hasn't he used him in any way? And since we do know that Kai Havertz isn't effective in scoring goals, I do agree to that. Why didn't he discover this touch on Mikel Merino to bring him in the dying minutes when we needed goals against Aston Villa, when we needed goals against Newcastle? He was nowhere to be found. So no one should tell me that Mikel Arteta actually, it was a touch of genius to actually bring in Merino. Let's call a spade a spade. Merino came into that matchup, positioned himself quite well. Trossard found new life because he finally could have someone he could actually feed off from. And that's something we clearly miss. We need a point man, a number 9, a prolific striker who knows how to poach, who knows how to position himself in the opposition 18-yard box. Someone who our wingers can actually feed off from. Yeah? Tap, boom, one pass, two pass, easy, you get in and score. It's easy. And Merino actually showed how easy it is when you have someone like Waneri who would just give you that cross in that 18-yard box. And then you just put your head in there and just score the ball. It's simple. It's easy. A point man, a number 9, but this same football club has failed us by not getting a number 9. You know what, yeah? At this point, Dante raised a big issue. Me and him have discussed it offline, of course, because Dante was on my show and on my channel the other day, and we had a very, very broad discussion about it. Even if I disagreed because he said he actually won't like Merino to get that start, of which I do understand that. I clearly understand that. But at this point, when you look at our bench, I mean, there's no inspiration down there in that bench, innit? I mean, I've even heard in some incendiary spaces that Mikel Arteta wants to even use Calafiori in that number 9 position. I mean, it's guys, make this make sense. He made mention of Oyedeji, who's a natural goal scorer, natural number 9. I get that. But again, I've seen that guy play. I mean, his bones are not mature enough to play in this kind of league, my brother, man. I mean, you can get away
Mature
with,
bones. Yeah, I've never heard that.
bro. You can get away with Waneri. I mean, you can get away with Mars Lewis Kelly. But bro, you can't get away with that Oyedeji one, man. I mean, natural striker, yeah, but I've seen his movement. I'm sorry, man. It's not up to standard of the Premiership. These defenders will eat him alive. I mean, they're gonna crush his bones when he gets closer to any kind of mature defenders down there, man. That guy won't stand the test of time in any defense whatsoever. I'm sorry, don't you have to push that out. However, I don't want to see Sterling starting this game. I would like to see a Merino start since he came off the bench, gave us that starting berth in terms of scoring goals. Let's just have a go. There's no other option. Let's just have a go. Then if he messes up, then we can actually bring in maybe Oyedeji, maybe in the 70th minute, in the 80th minute, and let's see how we will cope with this the defenders that I don't really think is gonna be either way. So, I mean, that Leicester City matchup, we were I need to insert this, Flawless. We were extremely, extremely lucky. Just imagine if Mikel Arteta didn't bring in Mikel Merino. That game would have been a draw. At worst, it would have even been a loss because, I mean, TJ Donty, I mean, if you take a look at what Mars Lewis Kelly did at our near post and kick off that ball away, that very dangerous cross, I mean, that would have been a pure goal for Leicester City. So, a little bit of luck on our side on the day, I would start Merino against West Ham because West Ham is one of those teams, that they've considered about 47 goals. We're lucky at this time. Let's have a go with him. They have a shocking defender down there. I mean, they have a pairing of Mavropanos, a defender that we've actually disbanded and thrown away from this football club years ago. West Ham deemed him fit to come play in the Premiership. Good and okay. They brought Kilman to actually pair up with him. I do like Kilman, but again, Mavropanos has been, that guy that is a very, very problematic guy. He can't defend, he can't run, he's not mobile enough. Let's just try Merino down there. I don't think they're sophisticated enough. Then when we get maybe to the higher stakes, maybe the Nottingham Forest, then let's see what we're going to do. One point where I do agree with Don T was when he was talking about movement in the 18-yard box of the opposition. Does Merino have the movement of a striker? Completely no. He scored those goals by positional awareness. So now that's where the big dilemma really is. Can he move? Does he have trickery? Can he, drop the shoulder and just, get the ball in, get a 1-2 pass, maybe with a second false 9 or whatever Mikel Arteta wants to use to get us a goal? These are the places where I'm a little bit, I'm thinking about the facts through it. I don't know how we're going to cope with it. But against West Ham, I mean, they've considered 47 goals this season, in the league alone. They've only scored 25. They're not a big threat. The only threat they have down there is Jad Bowen. And again, Bowen is going to be overworking himself because, I mean, he's the only one created. He has scored about 10 goals this season, if I'm correct, but GA is assisted about, I think he has assisted 4 times this season in the Premiership. He scored about 6 goals this season. He's the one running the show. If he can just, and of course we have a very good defense. If we can keep him silent in that matchup, I mean, everything is done. Done.
Yeah.
Done. We'll keep more possession of the ball. It's just who is going to step up and score the goals for us.
That's fair. Before we continue and we go back to you, big up to Faz for the raid, man. Shouts to everyone who's joined over from the raid. And as you lot enter the stream, as you lot enter the city, man, pay the tax. All I need you lot to do is hit the like button, man. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do so. 30 likes. Let's double that. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV. Make sure you subscribe to Tony Claude Gunner TV as well. And before we get into Liverpool, Tony, I've been meaning to ask you this as well because you've mentioned this loads of times. Shout out to the Yardman podcast. Shout out to Lex. Big up Kaneki. Big up to Javon as well.
I guess.
Bagpipes at Baghdad. What does that actually mean? That's what I've been meaning to ask you. What does that mean?
It was the way he was waxing. Okay, yeah, I'll give you something for that. I did listen to Eminem quite a lot, yeah. So the way he was waxing lyrical, it just reminded me of, and that day he was actually measuring pipes. I mean, if you go back literally, he was measuring pipes. That was what he said on his channel, yeah. So when he mentioned that, and with the way he was waxing lyrical, it just reminded me of Bagpipes from Baghdad, which is one track from Eminem's album, The Eminem Show. So you can go and check that out.
Which track is it? Which track of The Eminem Show? You remember which track?
The Bagpipes from Baghdad. I mean, if you check some of the deluxe version, you're gonna see it down there. Yeah, it also came out as a single too. So
it came out
on
if
you check,
it's on Relapse.
On Relapse. Yeah, but Relapse wasn't really an album though. It wasn't really an album. It's just a compilation of some certain songs you just compiled, but it wasn't really kind of like an album. Although later,
like B-sides, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. So so that's the full meaning of Bagpipes from Baghdad. It just reminds me of how lyrical, it was, waxing lyrical about Liverpool and measuring pipes.
Hey, but staying with Liverpool, Jesus Christ, crazy. Staying with Liverpool, they travel to Villa, they then travel to City, they then face Newcastle at home. That's 3 tough games in the space of 9 days. What are you saying, Tony? Time race on Tony? Yeah, TJ, we'll go to you definitely. And Dud C as well. What are you saying, Tony? 3 very tough fixtures. What are we saying? Is the title?
Bro, does anyone who's sitting down here think that Liverpool, with the showing they had against Wolves, I mean, pause, guys, pause. Yeah, let's just. I know everyone wants to take a piss at me, yeah, but come on, guys, relax, yeah. Let's check this. Let's just give it the eye test, yeah. Forget the numbers. Give it the eye test. Does anyone who was sitting down here after that performance, yeah, against Wolves, yeah, where they narrowly scraped the win, yeah, at Anfield of all places against Wolves who are battling relegation, yeah? Does anyone think they're going to find it easy against Newcastle? Does anyone think that Manchester City is going to allow Liverpool come down to the Etihad, mostly when Mamouche has scored a hat-trick? He's not going to unleash on them at the Etihad? Come on, guys. Do you guys think that they're going to have an easy escape tomorrow against Aston Villa at Villa Park? I mean, man, guys, come on, guys. Let's don't lie to ourselves. Things are going to happen, and it's going to start from tomorrow. So let's see. If they drop points against Aston Villa, trust me, Liverpool, they drop points in droves. I mean, we've seen them lose against Plymouth. Yeah? We saw what happened against Everton. They lose in droves. If they for some reason drop points against Aston Villa, that'll be the spark, that'll be the magic that we might just need for them to just drop points for this start to race to even have some sort of fun in it. And trust me, in this next coming up 3 games for Liverpool, we're gonna see something so amazing that Lex will close his mouth and he won't even come back to the yard show. Trust me, he won't be there. Because when these things happen, he's gonna be ashamed of himself with how he has conducted himself in shows, mostly in the Yardman podcast. and then he would realize that, oh my God, I mean, this is where I've put myself in. And that's the position that's the position he'll take when we see what is going to happen to Liverpool. Trust me. Because if anyone has any confidence in Liverpool, yeah, winning those 3 straight games like that, untouched, then I have a problem with you. Then you've not gotten the memo yet. That's what I would say. So let's see. It starts tomorrow. Let's see.
Because I'm looking there, Tony, because obviously this is from February the 13th, so it would have been the 12th. And you said they will lose to, you reckon they're going draw to Villa, lose to City, lose to Newcastle. You still stand by that? You still think they'll get 1 point from their next 9?
I stand by that. I stand by that. Yeah. I stand by that.
I do agree with you in regards to that. It is tough games. They're not easy games whatsoever. They're not easy
flawless.
Games.
Flawless. The way that they played. Sorry. I've just been itching to say this because the way they played against Wolves. If I was Lex, I would be putting my head in the sand because that was embarrassing the way they conducted themselves in the second half. And their manager you could tell that Slot was absolutely fuming at the fact that they gave Cunha that much space. Great strike from Cunha, incredible. But the fact that he had that much space when you're holding a 2-0 lead, and just means you're not respecting your opponent and you're not taking it seriously. Wolves were on him at the end of that game. They were all over him. So they were lucky to get out of Anfield with all 3 points. I'm going to be dead serious. And look, a lot of people are going to come to me and say, you know what, TJ, that was a champion's mentality performance. Yeah, they didn't have their best game, but they saw it out, blah, 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 whatever. Play against Aston Villa like that. I dare you. You're going to get chefed up. You're going to get pammed. You can play against Man City like this with revitalized with Marmoush leading the line. Absolutely cooking.
Cooking.
Dude, yeah. To quote the great TC, cooking. These guys need to be worried about the performances and the way these footballers are playing. And you lost Joe Gomez potentially for the season, and Gakpo is out, who's arguably been their best left winger all season. You put in Luis Diaz, who hasn't been starting as much, and he's been meh. Like, look, all I'm saying is I'll say this. If the drop-off is going to happen, it's going to happen now. If it doesn't happen here, it's over. It's done.
It's over. Right now. I agree. It's over.
Yeah. So if they win,
I agree with you, TJ.
If they win these 3 games,
flawless.
What we saying?
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Okay. What about 7 from 9? What about 2 wins and a draw?
It's over.
Goal difference.
It's over.
It's over.
It's
over. It's over. It's over. They have to. These 3 games defines what happened because they're the last of the gods that can actually do anything.
Okay.
I hate this.
To be very sincere with you.
By the way, this is not me saying Arsenal are going to win the league. Okay, this is not me saying that because
TJ, you don't need to explain to these people, man.
No.
You don't need to explain. They will think whatever they want to think. Be shameless about this. Don't listen to this guy.
Big up Lee every single time.
Chat, before you carry on, TJ, big up to Gunner for the raid. Make sure you lot run up the likes. Everyone who joined over from the Gunner raid. When you enter the city, pay the toll, pay the tax, man. Hit the like button, man. That's all I need you lot to do. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV. Links underneath in the description. Make sure you subscribe to Tony Claude Gunner TV as well. Go on, carry on, TJ. Carry on.
Yo, no. And I do feel like I have to put a disclaimer out here because I talked positively about Arsenal and getting it over the line, and now I'm talking negatively about Liverpool. But Liverpool fans were talking negatively about how they played in that second half. It was embarrassing. And if you're playing against a non-relegation side that is, okay, let's just say playing against somebody that's 14th and above. So if you're playing against like Manchester United like that, Liverpool would have won, right? Like Ipswich, Liverpool would have won. But if you're playing against like a Tottenham, you can't play like that. You're going to get a draw. You're going to drop points. But what I'm saying is look, Liverpool are playing some of their worst, and this is a compliment to Liverpool. It's not going to sound like it, but they're playing some of their worst football all season right now.
Hey, Darryl,
real talk,
man. Sorry, go on.
Everton and above. Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah. Manchester United and below. You can get away with it. But honestly, not taking the piss here. Liverpool are playing some of their worst football of the season. That's a compliment. And the way that Arne Slot looked, he knows it. So he's going to have to pull him out of it. And that's why I'm saying these next 3 games are so pivotal for them. And do I think they're going to get it over the line? Probably. But if they don't, then we're going to start having conversations that I thought were over. That being said, we also have a tough run of form coming up too. We're West Ham. They can get a result against us. Don't get it twisted.
Forest away and us away.
Forest away, you away, and we beat our. And I've been saying this for years. We beat ourselves at Old Trafford. When we lose, we beat ourselves. United doesn't beat themselves. United doesn't even have to show up. We'll score on ourselves just because for some reason that old rickety stadium we have problems rocking up to sometimes. It's just facts. It's just facts.
TJ, do you think we're going to lose against Man United?
League teams Manchester United have ever seen, and I'm still not confident.
Do you think we're going to lose against Man United, TJ?
No, absolutely
I'm interested
not.
to know that.
Absolutely not. We're turning them over. Absolutely not.
Bro, we're going to smash them. I mean,
what was that?
Look at how bad they look. Look at how bad they looked against Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, if they can't beat an ordinary Tottenham Hotspur team that's totally horrible, I mean, in their horrible state, bro. If we get back there, man, it might just be revenge all again. I mean, I fancy my chances of smashing up Man United at Old Trafford, man. We're going to smash them up. We'll smash them up, bro. Flawless, I'm sorry, man, but I mean, we're going to smash you guys up. I'm sorry. Of course, yeah, but we're going to smash Man United up.
We are going to.
No.
I'm climbing
we're going to beat them up.
I'm climbing on the TC train. We are going to smash them. Like, it's not a joke. It's not a joke.
We'll beat them up.
Don C, come on the train, Don. Come on.
You know what it is? No, I'm not on the train. I'm not on the train. I'm on the speedboat, bro. I'm not on the train. Fuck
that shit. No, wait, Don C. Wait. Then make this make sense. Couple of months ago, not couple of weeks ago. You came out here and
you're breaking up.
Guys, I'm sorry.
I'll be back in a second, people.
We'll be back in a second.
Be back. Hey, Prime, if you're in the chat, hey, Prime, did you get that? They're gonna smash us up, beat us up. You know what I'm saying? I hope you got that, Prime.
TJ, you see what happens to Tony? Yeah, that's what happens when you're on the train. Yeah, this is why I'm jumping on the train.
Dude, I just here's the thing is I see this grinning fool next to me. After just losing to Tottenham, we're not.
No, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Yeah.
I'm here with my Duns, but I can't be happy. That's why I'm smiling. But I'm here
well, no, you have no other. Guys. To be honest, you have no other reason to smile because your number 1 team is in 15th and your number 2 team is in what 13th.
Yeah, but exactly. But he's always going to be happy because his side beat his main. This is what I'm saying, and we all know what he says. You hear what I'm saying?
Hey,
who are you going? Who are you rooting for?
I'm back in the side. Yeah, we.
No, that was freebie. That was free because I was in the jail. I was in the jail. That's how freebie, man. I was in the jail.
Yeah,
I was in the American Waffle. I was in the jail.
You're a criminal.
It's all good. But no, what I was going to say is that the reason I'm not on the train is because even though Liverpool's next 3 matches they're quite tough. Yeah, and I'm the only thing I'm with TJ and Tony with is that we're going to beat Man United. I think that's light work right now. West Ham and Nottingham Forest are a lot more like it's going to be a challenge just because West Ham they're going to try and beat us up, and Forest they're in the form of their life, right? But guess what, lads? Yeah, I'm sorry to be the Debbie Downer right now. Yeah. Liverpool, regardless of the stat padder. They've at least got a stat padder. We've got Moreno, and if we get what Tony's cooking, yeah, Moreno's gonna be up front. Yeah.
Not like we have any other option. I mean,
can you imagine Moreno or Sterling on the field playing against West Ham? We might actually get away with it with West Ham. We might actually get away with it with Man United, but we ain't getting away with it.
We're not getting away with it.
No, not at all. Yeah, because we can get a set piece against West Ham, And we definitely can get a set piece against United because United is Jezebel when everybody goes through Jezebel, even the side goes through the main. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like I'm standing on my laurels with that. Yo, Flo as well, got any good.
Even our set piece, even our set piece numbers have dried up in the. I mean, over the past weeks, our set piece numbers have completely dried up. I mean, we had, if I remember right, I'm sorry, Flawless. I mean, if I remember right, we had about 7 corner kicks in that matchup against Leicester City. And we didn't use any of them. So I'm even now worried right now about our set piece stand-eye right now. We're not getting anything out of set pieces. So we solely have to just, rely on probably maybe a Merino or whoever, maybe a Trossard or whoever we're going to use that there in the number 9 position. Just before I went off, I'm sorry, guys, I had to talk to my wife. Couple of weeks ago, when I said we were going to, Flawless asked about what was our prediction for the Manchester City matchup. I said 1-0. I mean, you said 3-0. That's what you said. I mean, your numbers were even quite higher than mine. I mean, I used to be the one that said the Kool-Aid, but I mean, your numbers were higher. And we beat them 5-1, 5-1, right?
Yep.
Why don't you think we are going to beat a shabby, horrible Manchester United team, that's sitting in 15th? Why don't you have that same confidence in smashing up Manchester United? Throw away the FA Cup. That's the FA Cup. It has its own energy, has its own power. I mean, I've watched lots of FA Cup games. I know that there's a different energy in that FA Cup. So throw that all away. We're not going to bring it up down here because throw it all away because of course Plymouth still beat Liverpool, right? So and on a good day, it's not like in a Premiership matchup that they're gonna lose to Plymouth anyway. So let's throw that FA Cup thing away. Why don't you have the confidence that we're gonna smash up Manchester United away from home?
Anyone.
And
this is to everyone in the chat. So United beating Arsenal in the FA Cup 3rd round. Doesn't really have too much energy. But Liverpool's form is going to be affected by them losing to Plymouth in that same conversation. But I mean, in that same competition. But we move. Go on, Dudsy. I'll let you respond. Just wanted to point that out. Sorry.
I choose to jump to not go on the train for a reason, bro. Because let me break it down to you to see how I think. The reason why I said we're going to beat Man City in the way that we did, right, and even Leicester, so we're going to beat them 3-0, simply because I know the teams that we're going up against. I've seen them play in the last 5 matches. I know what we're capable of doing on our bad day, and on our bad day, they're a lot worse, But guess what? When we played Man City, we had a stronger team than what we did playing West Ham, that we're going to play Nottingham Forest, and we're going to play Man United. That's what I'm saying. We had a stronger team. Yeah?
A stronger team?
Yeah.
So Kai Havertz made us stronger?
I didn't say that. I said we had a stronger team.
Then why did we have a stronger team?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Why did we have a stronger team, Dante?
I'm trying to tell you, motherfucker. Yeah. The reason why we had a stronger team, the reason why we had a stronger team because we could bring more attackers off the bench.
Which attacker? Come on, man. TJ, do you see what we're going to right now? TJ, do you see where we're going to right now?
Let him land.
Do you see where we're going to? We're still going back to the justice for Kai thing right here.
No. As bad.
Then dispel it. We didn't have any striker that made us stronger. We have completely shitty strikers.
Okay. Tell me who's on the bench now, and tell me who's on the bench when we played Man City. Yeah, because at least we could have called on Trossard to come off the bench, and we all know when he starts, he's piss poor. So this is why
we still have Trossard. We still have Trossard.
He's playing.
He's playing. He's not off the bench.
He's playing.
Saying your bench was stronger.
Yeah. When our bench was stronger, we could call on more attackers off the bench. This is why I said that's the difference. It's what I'm saying. It's not the fact that I'm saying Havertz is great or Havertz is
How,
shit.
how many
I know,
goals has
I know.
Trossard scored though? How many goals has Trossard scored though?
Okay.
I mean, even
Okay.
off the bench. Okay, we had a strong bench. How many goals has he scored in the last 10 games?
But yeah, that's my whole point. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. Because if we're just going to bring it down to numbers, yeah, we could always bring it back 20 years ago with Zidane. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's one of the greatest players to ever play. Yeah, but yeah, Lampard scored more goals than him, so he was the better player. So it's not always about the goals. It's about what you bring to the team. It's about the movement.
I mean, football is a game of numbers. You have to produce the numbers. The numbers have to be there.
Okay, let me show you something. Yeah, and yeah, we didn't score fuck all last game, but yeah, he's our best player. He didn't get one goal. Huh?
Man of the match.
See.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, he's got you.
So sometimes it's not about the numbers. It's about the movement of the player. It's about what they do. It's about them dragging out the other team. It's not always about numbers. You got to. Did you know the funny thing is football really isn't black and white. Yeah, it really isn't. It's like it's a collective altogether. Yeah, it's how people play. The way Trossard comes on off the bench against tired brains. Yeah, he looks so fantastic. We've seen what he does when he starts the game. Yeah, he has one good game in like 6. One, and now we can't start any. We have to start Sterling. Yeah, Sterling. We saw what he done in fucking Leicester, a team that can get relegated. Can you really trust him coming off the bench? Or
definitely no.
Against the next 3 teams, yeah. At least when we had the other players, yeah, he was nowhere near our team. Nowhere
Sterling
near
should be
our team.
training on his own. This guy's fucking awful.
Minutes.
All right.
Kettle minutes, yeah. This is why I said, yeah, look at the team that and the bench that we had against Man City and look at the team in our next 3 games. This is why I'm not confident. Am I confident that Liverpool are going to drop points? Do you know what? Yeah, it's very possible. The way they played their last game.
That's what I was going to get to, Duncy, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's go there. Do you see them? Before you go, Tony. No, I genuinely want to know. Do you see them dropping points in their next 3 games, Duncy?
Yeah, I see them dropping points.
Okay, but do you think you drop? You gain more points than them over your next 3 games?
I think that. See, that's a hard one. Just because, actually, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to stand on my chest. I'm going to say yeah, but it's not going to be enough.
Okay,
it's not going to be enough.
I agree 100%.
Not enough. Whereas Tony's saying they're getting 1. Tony's saying they're getting 1 point from 9. Tony, are you winning your next 3? West Ham, Forest, and us.
See, if there's anything, again, I'm circling back to the point I wanted to say. Is there any time in this league, when we've been confident about winning games? Also, haven't kicked up a gear throughout the season. Almost all season, we've had bad games. To be very sincere with you, maybe you can single-handedly handpick maybe the Manchester City matchup. You know, that was a good one. I think the reverse fixture against West Ham. You know, we can handpick some certain games that we did show up to the picture. But there's no game apart from all those games that we beat teams with larger numbers that you can actually say, well, we're really confident about Arsenal's style of play or how we played. There's no confidence, but yet we're still in that second position. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that Arsenal could still beat teams even if we're not really confident about how we'll go about playing those teams. So there's still an element of surprise. I'm surprised why we haven't even lost even about 8 games this season, because we've been poor throughout the season. We've been extremely poor. We've not even kicked up a gear. But again, the last time we lost a Premiership match was in November 2nd. And that was to Newcastle. Guys, am I correct?
I think
that's
you are
correct. Newcastle.
15 games.
That was the last time. That's 15 games. And I've not been confident about us this season in any way, in terms of our style of play.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay. Tell me one of those games where we should have lost.
Well, we should have lost. I mean, we should have lost almost everything, apart from the games where we did smash up these teams. Like those games in West Ham, Man City. I do agree.
Game, we were better than them. Even as bad as we were, they were worse. Yeah. as bad as we were, they were worse. Yeah, and
The game against Bournemouth, we were very poor. We were very poor in the game against Bournemouth. We were very poor in the game against Nottingham Forest. We were very poor against. We were very poor in the. We were very poor in the game against Fulham. Bro, you can name so many games this season. Extremely poor, no confidence. But yet here we are, 15 games unbeaten. Don't see? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. No,
Tony, I'm sorry. Tony, I'm sorry. Like the game that we played against Nottingham Forest, I think was our best game of the season, to be honest with you.
I agree.
Like even better than Man City because we were actually.
But how many goals? Okay, it was 3-0. Yeah, 3-0. Yeah,
and
it was Aston Villa. Sorry,
that was the most open, free-flowing football we've played all season. And like,
true.
People are going to come back and say, "Oh no, it was Man City." No, we capitalized on Man City's mistakes. That was one of Man City's worst games all season when they played us at the Emirates. So, like, yeah, that just a correction. And look, like to answer Flawless's question, like I completely agree with Don C. I think that at worst, Liverpool probably draw 2 and lose. I think that's probably what's going to happen. But we're going to win 2 and draw, and that's not going to be enough because Liverpool will see it out. I think Slot is a great manager.
Tony, you not getting at least 6, which means they.
I think we might beat Nottingham Forest. We might be lucky enough to beat Nottingham Forest.
We're so bad against.
We might be lucky enough to beat Nottingham Forest.
Tony,
yeah,
Are you saying 9 from 9 in Arsenal's next 3?
Yes. It could be possible, yeah, because the time when you just feel that Arsenal would just drop points, they just go on this horrible run and just, gaz on these teams and beat them up. So, I mean, you can't really say they've been poor throughout the season, but they're still getting points.
So I'm looking here. So then if Liverpool only collect 1 point from their next 9 and Arsenal get 9 from their next 9, come what's the date?
Do the maths. We might gazump them. We might gazump them.
Hey, they might be gazumped. Hey, hold that, Liverpool fans. Hold that. By the 9th of March, Arsenal will be top of the league if that's the case.
We might. Guys, conditional statement. That's in a statement of fact. So we might gazump them. Yeah. It's possible. Because if they go through these 3 games and drop points, flawless. But I'm saying by your prediction, because you said Liverpool are only getting 1 point from their next 9, and you have Arsenal getting 9 from their next. Yeah, and you have Arsenal getting 9 from their next 9. So if these 2 things do happen, you will be top of the league the 9th of March. I mean,
let's go. Title race on.
Yeah, but again, we can still bottle it. That's the thing with Arsenal. We can still bottle it.
Can I hit you with a stat?
But we can still bottle it. We can go on a run and win those 3 games and then go and lose maybe to a team like
Liverpool.
Liverpool or something. That's what I'm saying. Just when you need us to get the win and then we fluff our line. So, I mean.
You'll be a point.
Tony, we won 1 out of the last 4 away at Forest, and that was when Forest was even in the championship.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Come the 9th of March.
It's a tough place to go, and they're what, 3rd? So it's a tough place to go.
So out of that, according to Tony, from the 9th of March, people, that night time, 9th of March, Arsenal will be clear at the top of the table, ahead of Liverpool.
I didn't say that. I said we might. I said we might.
I'm saying by your
by my prediction, we might. So it's a conditional statement. It's not a statement of fact.
No, but you made a prediction.
I mean, that's why I put conditional. That's why I put that. That's why I use the conditional verb down there. We might. So
read the small print.
Prediction it. Yeah, because prediction ain't fact. So we know it's you giving a prediction. But I'm saying your prediction is Liverpool will get 1 point from their next 9. You're saying Arsenal will get 9 from their next 9. That's your prediction.
But flawless, man. Why should this even be a big topic? When I stood down here and told you guys that Liverpool was gonna draw points against Everton, this fan base down here in Sakazin TV laughed me off.
No, they didn't.
I'm not saying you laughed me off, but some other people laughed me off. But what happened? So that's what I'm talking about. When shit turns real, these guys won't recognize that fact. So when they drop points against Everton, I mean, we did see what happened. So let's see what they narrowly escaped against Wolves. Let's see if they escape against Aston Villa. I mean, Dante, do you think they're gonna beat Aston Villa at Villa Park? Easy, they're gonna cruise and just smash them up at Villa Park.
What's your
That's one of the
prediction for that
hardest
game?
places to go. That's one of the hardest places to go.
Tony. Guess what? In your eyes, yeah, we should start the beast Moreno. Who do you see us beating with that motherfucker?
No, we're talking of Liverpool now. We're talking of Liverpool. Throw away Arsenal. Throw away Arsenal. Because Liverpool have to drop points before we could even confront them, innit?
Throw away Arsenal.
I mean, Liverpool have to drop points before we actually get any points to get ahead of them. So let's focus on Liverpool right now. Do you think they will go to Villa Park and they're going to cruise at Villa Park? I mean, you've been watching the Premiership. Do you think they're just going to go down there and cruise and win with the performance against Wolves in the weekend and how they lost in that FA Cup game and how they drew against Everton?
Did you see Villa's performance against a 10-man Ipswich? Because if we're just talking about Tony, no, let's not do this. Let's not motherfucking do this right now. Did you see the 10-man Ipswich against 11-man fucking Aston Villa? Because they scored with 10 men, yeah? And Villa was actually lucky to get that one goal back, and they really wasn't peppering their goals. So if we're talking about form and how recent biasness, yeah, let's do this, yeah? We can do this all day long, yeah? Are you telling me that Villa, that hasn't been playing well over the last few games here, is going to get a point or beat Liverpool even at home?
Bro, I'm confidently telling you that Liverpool won't find it easy. Tops, they get a draw at Villa Park. And again, we do know tops, they get a draw at Villa Park. And again, see, let's don't act as if we don't know that when it comes to the traditional top six, that Unai Emery has a penchant for winning those games. How about that? Are we just gonna? Are we just gonna throw that all away? Come on, man. Let's face facts, yeah, guys. I mean, he's beat Arsenal this season, yeah. That he drew against Arsenal, at home. He's beaten Tottenham Hotspur this season. He's taking points away from Manchester United, which is a very, very easy one to do. Which other one again? Did Man City smash up Aston Villa?
No, they lost.
They lost, right? What are we talking about here, man? Why are we looking down at Unai Emery that has a penchant for beating traditional top six teams and claim that Liverpool would just cruise into that game? I mean, why are we talking like this?
Tony, let's get to it. What's your scoreline prediction for that game? And we'll get it from everyone. We'll start with you. Aston Villa, Liverpool.
I think Aston Villa is going to win 2-1.
Okay, Villa 2-1.
They're going to win 2-1 at Villa Park.
Villa, Liverpool. Okay, Villa, Liverpool. What are you saying, Tony?
Tony?
What are you saying, Duncy? What are you saying?
Oh, me? What am I saying?
Yeah. Villa, Liverpool, scoreline prediction.
I think it's going to be 1-1. Yeah,
1-1, so draw? Okay, first. TJ, what are you saying?
Don took the words out of my mouth. 1-1.
1-1. Okay, staying with you, TJ. Arsenal, West Ham.
We'll beat West Ham 2-1.
2-1, Duncy, what are you saying?
Yeah, 1-0 West Ham.
You'll beat what? 1-0 West Ham, or you'll beat what? Or you'll beat West Ham?
No, 1-0 West Ham. 1-0 West Ham.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm seeing. Man, is it not at your place? It's at the Emirates.
It's at the Emirates.
Yeah, but to be honest, like, we play better away.
All right, cool. Tony, what are you saying? Home to West Ham.
I think we'll beat them 1-0. We'll beat them 1-0.
You think you beat them 1-0? Okay, so
yeah,
you might pretty much on the same page so far. All right, staying with you, Tony. Manchester City, Liverpool.
Who, me?
Yeah, you, Tony.
Guys, Mamouche. Thank God we've played Man City. Man City is gonna be. They're gonna smash up Liverpool. I'm telling you guys, they're gonna smash them up at the Etihad. Yeah, and I'm thinking 3-1. They're gonna smash them up.
All right, Dante, what are you saying? City, Liverpool.
Okay, Tony, I've got to give you a little monologue before I give my score line. You're talking about Mamouche, yeah? Because he scored 3 goals, in a game, yeah? Marina scored 2 goals in a game. What next?
We don't know. We've not seen him. We've not seen Merino play in the next game. So let's see him play in the next game before we get into that. And Mamouche, the mental boost he gets from scoring his first hat trick in his first 5 games for Manchester City. Come on, man. Let's don't forget that that could be a mental boost.
Quickest hat trick in Premier League history. What
Exactly.
next? I'm not going to do narrative football, bro. Yeah? I'm not going to do this at all. Just because a player scored 3 fucking goals, yeah, or scored a few goals in a short amount of time, yeah, I ain't going to do that. That's what I'm saying. Man like Mamouche, is he a baller? Yes, yeah? But that's not going to happen again against Liverpool.
When was the last time Liverpool beat Man City at home?
That was at the Etihad.
When was the last time?
In the league, 2019 or something like that. It's like 2019.
Okay. Okay, good. Flawless. I saw what you tried to do down there, but no problems, man. I mean, 2019. Okay, good and okay. Flawless. I saw the little thing you went to do down there, and it says, "Why me?" Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know. But see, 2019, guys. 2019. We're in 2025.
Yeah. Okay, don't see. Back to you. City Liverpool scoreline.
That's a long time ago.
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. TJ, what are you saying?
2-1 Man City.
2-1 Man City. Okay, then staying with you, TJ. Arsenal, Forest as Arsenal.
Forest Arsenal.
Yeah. Nottingham Forest.
1-1 draw.
Forest Arsenal. Nancy.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest Arsenal.
TJ.
1-0. You saying 1-0. Tony. Nottingham Forest Arsenal.
I think we'll beat Nottingham Forest. I think we'll beat them all.
What score?
We'll beat them. Maybe 2-1. Yeah, we'll beat them. I mean, we beat them 3. I mean, we beat them 3-0 in the reverse fixture, innit? So let's see what happens. I think we'll beat them maybe 2-1.
You're gonna beat them up, smash them up first?
Yeah, we're gonna beat them up. I didn't say smash them up. I said we're gonna beat them up.
Just beat them up. So it's
2-1. Yeah, there's a clear difference between smashing them up and beating them up. So we're gonna beat them up 2-1. Flawless, yeah, guys. Give it up for this guy, yeah. Come on, guys. I mean, smash the likes up for Flawless, man. Guys, smash the likes for this guy.
Okay. All right, then, Tony, can I ask a question before we move on? Can I ask a question?
Go on. Yeah, of course. Yeah, go on.
In all of this Arsenal madness that you're saying, yeah, because to me, this Arsenal madness, yeah, who's going to thread through the balls? Because Odegaard's been missing all season.
Bro, the same. No, see, bro, the same way that Odegaard had a stinker against the Leicester City side, yeah, a poor Leicester City side, and Arsenal still got a grip for some reason I don't know, and won that game. You know we have no reason winning that game, but he had a stinker. There's no. When last did Odegaard even give Arsenal a befitting performance? When was TJ? When was the last time that Odegaard gave us numbers? When was the last time?
No,
stinkers all true.
Our last Champions League game. He was okay.
Bro, stinkers all true. But yet we haven't lost a competitive Premiership game since November. So, and he has had stinkers almost all true. So for you to bring in this context of Odegaard, it's completely null and void in this argument. Because we don't need him at all to even get wins.
West Ham is gonna put a low block on him, yeah. West Ham is gonna kick the shit out of Ethan 1 year, right? West Ham is going to kick the shit out of whoever plays on the left, yeah? And if your prediction is right and we play Beast Moreno up front, yeah, we know he can't even turn in the middle. So how the fuck is he going to turn and what is he going to do up front?
Maybe he might. Guys, I'm not hyping him up. Guys in the charts, because they're very good in clipping people up down here, yeah? You know, Ladimus and the rest of them. But I mean, I'm not hyping up Moreno in any way. I'm just saying, yeah, he might not know how to turn, he might not know how to drop the shoulder, he might not know how to get in beyond the defender. But one thing you can say is he's not going to position himself to at least have a shot, a crack at it. That's one thing we can't deny. I mean, he just showed us that he could position himself in the opposition 18-yard box and get something going. So Let's see, man. Let's don't badmouth the thing
Okay.
before it crashes. I mean,
Okay,
we know it's
we've got
gonna it's gonna crash. But come on, let's don't use our mouths and
No,
just.
you
I mean,
know
there's
why?
power in
You
the
know why?
tongue.
Because I'm
Let's don't crash the party before the party
Okay.
gets started in any way. Come on, man.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Yeah. Who in the team has scored the same goals as what Marino did?
Like,
Every
what do you
single one
mean
of
by?
our defenders, meaning they hit the back post, yeah? They hit the back post. I've seen Saliba do that. I've seen Gabriel do that. I've
Yeah.
seen Partey do that, yeah? I've seen Declan Rice do that. I've seen Timber do that. So what he did there was nothing special. He was just like, hey, all of us have played football before, yeah?
I didn't say it
None of
was
them-
something special. I only said
No.
he positioned himself well. That's all I said. Say what I said. Say what I said. I said he only positioned himself well. I didn't say he dropped the shoulder and scored the goal. No, I didn't say that. I just said he positioned himself well and he got a goal. That might just be the same thing that might happen. Position, and again, see, I just told you that we had 11 goal attempts. 11. And we scored only 2. And it was by Merino. We only had up to just 5 shots on goal in that Leicester City matchup, which means that it was only Merino that even actually had anything going for him. The rest of our strikers all fluffed their lines. Trossard couldn't do anything. And let's don't pretend as if when Merino came in, it didn't. Trossard didn't have a little bit of a spark to how he was playing, because he finally had a point guy to actually feed off from, someone he could pass in the 18-yard box to. So, I mean, let's don't badmouth the thing before it gets started. Let's see what happens. I mean, let's see what happens. It's not today that Odegaard has been having stinkers. Odegaard has been having stinkers since the start of the season. So let's don't act as if, we're not winning games without Odegaard. I mean, he's been having stinkers since the start of the season. And we're 15 unbeaten in the league. So, I mean, we can bypass Odegaard.
Soon to be 18, man.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying soon to be 18 according to you. Staying with you, Tony. Liverpool, Newcastle. Scoreline prediction for that.
Bro, Newcastle wants to qualify for the Champions League. Let's don't drop our faces and act as if Newcastle is not gonna stifle Liverpool. And guys, don't tell me you've not heard the latest reports here about Isaac being linked to Liverpool. Guess who wants to get a paycheck from Liverpool next season? Okay, that's what I thought. He might just be down there to just score a goal against Liverpool and get his move stripped to Liverpool next season. Why are we acting this way? I mean, it's all money. It's ruled by money. I mean, he wants to get a big move. Why are we acting as if we've not heard?
Tony, I just need two numbers, please.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think they're gonna draw with Newcastle.
Score draw.
Yeah, it's gonna be a draw. A score draw, 2-2. Isaac on the double. Isaac on the double.
I think Newcastle's actually going to win this match 2-1.
Newcastle 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll beat Newcastle 2-1. Okay.
Damn. You got them barely getting any points. What are you saying, TJ? Liverpool, Newcastle.
Newcastle just so mad inconsistent for me. I think that it'll probably be. I think it'll probably be Liverpool 2-1 just because of Anfield tax, to be honest. Okay. Man, Newcastle are just mad inconsistent.
Okay. And then just to clarify, I did miss this out because I didn't know that they played them. Liverpool do play Southampton at home before you lot travel to us. So we all got Liverpool beating Southampton at home, I'm guessing. Is that
4-0.
We all got
5-0.
Tony? Yeah. Or have you got to throw a spanner in the works? Have you got Southampton getting something from Liverpool at Anfield? If you have, say it.
Nah.
All right, cool. And then on to the big game of that weekend where it is Manchester United, Arsenal. We'll stay with you, TJ. Scoreline prediction for that one.
Manchester United, Arsenal at Old Trafford, Old Toilet. 3-1 Arsenal. We're gonna smack you. Sorry.
Smash them up.
Smash them up.
What are you saying, Doddsy?
Don't see.
I said, what
He
you say?
doesn't like that.
Don
Now all
C's
of a
like,
sudden
I
you got
can't
Don't
believe
Donald
I'm
see.
having this
Don't see. Doesn't wanna.
conversation.
It doesn't wanna sip the
What
Kool-Aid.
went?
And I
What
get it. I get
happened?
it.
Okay,
You're
no,
not
no,
sipping
no.
any Kool-Aid, brother. You're just talking about wins. It's a
Okay, no,
prediction, man. Come on, bro. Don't
we're gonna
pressure
beat.
yourself, man.
No. We're gonna beat United. We're gonna beat 3-1.
scoreline 2-1.
Three.
Tony,
Who said
2-1.
Don T doesn't like a little bit? Just a
Tony, what you
little
saying?
bit.
Tony, what you
Just a
saying?
little bit of the Kool-Aid. Come on, guys.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, get a kiss and the touch just a little bit.
I knew he was going there.
And a little bit.
I knew he was going there.
Huh? Just a little
Shout out,
bit.
shout out 50.
Huh? Drop that. Just a little bit. Come on, guys. It just took the Kool-Aid. Just a little bit. See, we're gonna smash Manchester United at Old Trafford. It's simple, it's easy. We're actually going for the title. We can as well just go down there and smash them up. I mean, if they can beat poor Tottenham Hotspurs, why would they stand up to us? I mean, it's ended. And what will happen when we go down there, smash up Manchester United, and they sack Amorim the next morning? How about that?
Ooh, how about
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Tony, scoreline, please.
3-1. I go with what TJ said. 3-1.
Ever 3-1. Okay, first. Don't worry, you got all that prime. You're all good, man. You got all
I
that.
want to get on to United.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
we will
go ahead.
before you do. The reason why I asked him that is because obviously we stated about Liverpool's tough run of form to see where they're at. So according to Tony's predictions, Arsenal are going to be in and around Liverpool. Basically, there'll be a point or 2 points in it. I think Don C has it a little bit wider the margin. TJ has it way wider the margin as well. You lot do the math as well, but go on then, TJ. You're actually, let me start Kid, before you man go on the United section. I'll keep two things. You lot continue to run up the likes. There's over 240 of you lot in the building, only at 73 likes. Let's get up to 100 likes. Like check 1212, like check 1212. Let's run up those likes. Subscribe to TJ Warren TV.
Run up the likes, people.
Links are underneath in the description. Hit the subscribe button as well. And I stated this about the United section, so I'll be quick with my thoughts on this as well. People have mentioned how the performance wasn't that bad, which overall it wasn't. First half, terrible. Second half, a little bit better. But it's easy to be better than a 1-2 out of 10. And I will state this and will continue to state this. The vast majority of that game, I blame on Amorim. People can say, oh, Garnacho missed the chance. Yes, he should. Yes, he should bury that. However, and I'm not hearing any criticism of the players, I understand that. However, this falls 95% on the manager because you continue to pick these players who are not good enough. When Garnacho missed that chance, go and check my watch along, people. They panned straight to Amorim. I said, this is your fault. This is solely on Amorim because Garnacho shouldn't be out there. Man is now, he's now 0014. How he's still out there is on you. How much more evidence you need to see? And like Don C said, he's correct. It's not just a numbers thing, but you're not even adding that. So you're not helping from a statistical standpoint because you don't get goals, you don't get assists, but then on the eye test, you don't create. Why are you still playing him? You couldn't go 0014 at your day job. You couldn't be a salesperson and go double and not get a sale for 14 days and then not dragging you into the office. And they're not giving you a first warning or a second warning. And I know this because I've done sales jobs, many sales jobs, because they're the easiest jobs to get. Easiest jobs to get. The amount of times I've been dragged into offices for not being able to sell. Countless times, people throughout my years of playing. But yet you're at Manchester United, the highest level of football, and you can go 0014. That is on the map. You have enough evidence. Same way with Rasmus Højlund, shouldn't be out there. Same way with Bruno, captain or not. However much money he's on or not, shouldn't be out there. The low playing wingback shouldn't be out there. And people will say, oh, there's no one else to play. Nonsense. Because if any of them get injured, would we play with 10 men? Or would we throw out somebody else? Play the youngsters. You have nothing to lose. Look at where we are on the table, and you're not going to get sacked. The pressure will come from fans and the media, but the board are not going to sack you. Therefore, you have even more of a reason to experiment. Play youth players like Cheeto, like Koenig, bench for the kids alongside Lindelof. Throw them out there. You know why? Run it, play them. Because Mohamedou says, flawless, I disagree. You can't jump in the roof. What he tried to... Wait, what is this? I can see what he tried to see. The senior players are tested. The senior players are rubbish. That's why we are where we are. If people haven't realized this, our senior players are dreadful. It is now the 19th of February and we are sat in 15th. How much more evidence do you need to see that these senior players are way short of the mark? However, has the manager helped that? No, because we've gone backwards. It was dreadful before Amorim. Now it's absolutely horrific. We've gone from awful to horrific. That's what's going on. Neither's good enough. But you know who's the one constant in both reigns is these players. So what are we talking about here? The senior players are not good enough. Run the youngsters. Play them. And let's just see what happens because you have to attempt to fix it. That's my biggest issue. It's personal. I've been saying this. It's not tactics. It's not the system. Play the back three. No issues with that whatsoever. I've never complained about it. I never will. My problem is utilize and use personnel for these roles. If you continue, hey, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Play bad lineups, get bad results. And that's why he is where he is in regards to results in the Premier League. Because you've continued to rely on certain players. And when you switched it up, we actually picked up results. Like when you dropped Rashford and Garnacho for the Manchester Derby, we went there and won. He switched it up against Liverpool, got a result. Switched it up against Arsenal. We ended up knocking them out of the FA Cup. Switched it up against Everton, which is one of our better performances. And we ended up winning that game 4-0. Like you have to experiment. You have free reign to experiment. Whereas if we lose the game in the same fashion and he's experimenting, I'm a lot less critical. I'm then crashing on the hierarchy as into regards to why is this the tools that he has at his disposal. But here we are. Come on, floor's yours, TJ.
I really don't have much. I think you nailed it. I'm a little bit more towards the board not having as much patience as you think, just because the results have been awful and the football has been worse. And that's the kind of what I saw against Tottenham. I mean, look, you're going up against one of the worst Tottenham sides we've seen in the Premier League era as well. They are fucking brutal. And you would expect them to go, you would expect a Manchester United team who had the confidence to bring in this manager to go into one of the worst Tottenham teams we've ever seen and get a result. And people will say, "Oh, TJ, but the injuries." No. It's not hard to see how you beat this Tottenham team. High line. You sit back, you hit them on the counter. They do not have the quality up front to score on you. That was why that game was so dead. It was rough to watch. 1-0. Brutal watch. But I'm going to challenge you, and I challenge Sheik on this as well. I don't think that he has as much rope as a lot of the United fans think, because the fans are already starting to turn on him. And I think that there is they have a case to be made because of the bad decisions that he's making, because he's not forming the team around. Yeah, you have garbage players, but he's also playing those players in positions that they're not used to playing in. Yeah. So why don't you just, for now, to get yourselves results and to not be floating around 15, 16, play a different tactic? Like, even go back to what Rude was doing, because Rude got better results. Go back to what Rude was doing. Simplify it, and allow these players to play simple football and get results against teams where they can get results. Tottenham, you could have gotten a result. I'm sorry. These guys are fucking awful. They're awful. And you gave them a tonic, which I blame you for, because I hate seeing them win. I hate seeing you win, but I also hate seeing them win. But I won't regardless. So I'm challenging it a little bit, because I see there's a lot of prominent YouTubers that are also starting the tide is starting to turn. Yeah. So do you think there is at all a possibility that they decide to pull the trigger on him before the end of the season? Because I think there is a distinct possibility.
You know, the reason why I don't think they'll pull the trigger on him is because if they then pull the trigger on him, it's then all eyes on them. Because it's like you made the mistake with Ten Hag. You kept Ten Hag. Sheik made the great point of, since Ineos have got in, all they've been doing is not only trying to rectify the mess they inherited, they're trying to rectify the mess that they've made. Because they kept Ten Hag so long, that was a mistake. And then that has now made Amorim's job tougher. So then if you've then hired Amorim and he's supposed to be the guy to fix this, and you pull the plug within 6 months, we're saying, how bad is your decision making? So then you've got rid of Amorim. You've brought in like Dorgu, targets and things that would have been spoken about for the summer, because we were supposed to be cleaning out for the summer. Like, that was the reports. That's why we didn't bring in a lot of players for in the summer window. That's why we didn't. So if that then happens, the amount of pressure they are under, big up Lex every single time. You know the amount of pressure they're under to get the next manager right. Let's say they do so. Let's say they sack him in April. They are under extreme pressure, not only to get the next manager right, then back him right in the summer, and then the manager to then start getting results. So let's say they do sack him. Then we have a summer, we bring in 5-6 players, promote some youth players then leave. And then the next manager starts, and in his first 5 games, it's 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses. You know the amount of pressure that new manager is now under. Oh, this is Amorim. True. This is Amorim all over again. This Ineos have got it wrong all over again. They don't want that because they've already shown their incompetence. At this moment in time, before you go, Tony, he's a shield for them. Because all the conversation is about Amorim, and rightfully so, because he's severely underperforming. He's been dreadful. But what I'm saying is, once they remove him, everyone's going, well, you put him in charge. You've already made 2 monumental fuck-ups in regards to how you maneuvered with Ten Hag and taking so long to crack him.
So and sorry, Tony, let me just get this in real quick. Do you think they adequately backed him over the summer to get the profile of player that they need? I agree that they have to, but will they? I think Ineos doesn't spend money.
Yeah, it's not about spending money. I think it's just about numerical. I think it's more so they just have to spend correctly. They don't have to spend 300, 400 million. You have to go.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you give them like 200 million to get in the profile of player and get out the deadwood like Casemiro and.
I think so. I think that'll be the aim, just because of the amount of players who are leaving. I think they have to.
Yeah.
When you look at it, Sancho gonna leave, Rashford could leave, Eriksen on a free, Casemiro on a free, Johnny Evans on a free, Malacia could leave, Anthony could leave.
Garnacho.
That's 7 players. Garnacho 8, and it's more. Lindelof could potentially leave. That's 9. So just from a numerical standpoint, you're gonna have to replace players. So do I think they back him? Yes. How well? I'm unsure. That's later to be seen. But like with Ineos, eventually, you know what will happen? You know what's a prime example of it? Now everyone's looking at. I see how all the Chelsea fans are looking at the Chelsea board because they've hired managers who haven't worked. That's exactly what will happen. When Tuchel was there, there wasn't really any talks or no protests at Chelsea. Then they hired Potter. There wasn't really that. They then hired Poch. It started to get more. Then they sacked Poch, Brian Enzo Maresca. Now all of a sudden there's talks of protests. Eventually, fans start looking at owners they start looking at, well, you keep hiring managers and it keeps going wrong. So you're the problem. And people I don't like Ineos.
Where things were going for Chelsea too, and then I'm gonna shut up. For Chelsea too, though, is that like hindsight is 2020 though, right? Because that Tuchel sacking looks horrible right now. But I don't think that's so much the case with Manchester United because OGS we all knew that wasn't working correctly. I think with Ten Hag, people gave it a shot, but
here's the difference though. It wasn't the same people because the people are looking at Ineos.
Fair.
Because they hired. So that's what I'm saying. If this was the Glazers, they're always under pressure because we can't stand them. But what I'm saying is with Ineos, because the first guy's gone wrong and you kept the last guy so long, that third guy you are under immense pressure to get it right.
Yeah.
And if you get it wrong. And let's say by October, November, we're having this same conversation about the new guy. Should he be sacked and and then they sack him. And then they're on their fourth manager in a year. Everyone gonna start looking. The fans, because fans take a while to get around to it and we'll go, right, you clearly suck at hiring managers. Because none of these, we have progressively got worse. That's how fans, bear in mind, I don't like Ineos anyway, for other reasons outside of the manager. But that's a whole different conversation. But go on, Tony.
Yeah, we're saying, Tony.
See, TJ, you were talking about if this thing would stretch till the summer and then they would. TJ, we're talking about the biggest brand in English football actually in danger of getting relegated. They're just 12 points to the danger zone. And you think that Ineos, no matter the pressure, this is Manchester United, fuck the pressure. The pressure will come anyway. They were under pressure with Ten Hag in order to change the manager. The pressure was there. When Ruud van Nistelrooy was there, the pressure was there. Hello, it comes with the territory when you are presumably the biggest brand in English football. And again, guys, do you know what? This is where this is going to, Look at David Moyes. Let's don't pretend that David Moyes didn't come to a relegation
Moyes,
bound
I love that.
Everton Football Club and come down
Moyes.
there and change things up. Let's don't act as if you didn't see a style of play in the first 5, 6 games with Amorim. I mean, with what he's done on TP, you bring that high profile manager, bring him down here. What do you expect if you're a Manchester United faithful? You just want to see a style of play. You don't even have to win all the games.
Bruv,
TJ,
Moyes, man. Bruv.
you don't have to
Moyes.
win the games. You just have to see a style of play.
His name is
Good.
Moyes.
Throw that all away. Maybe Moyes, it's a magic. Yeah, let's say that's a magic trick. Throw that all away. How about Bournemouth? Look at how Areola has transformed Bournemouth into something different in less than a year. He's got into that football club. There's a style of play. He's brought in his own players. Actually, I can give him that. He's brought in his own players. But I mean, he's completely transformed the way they play. There should be a style of play. Manchester United fans Manchester United fans here in Sarcasm TV chat room. How many of you guys think that Amorim has brought in a style of play?
He has,
That's
and
what
he
I
won't get
thought.
away with it, though. That's
what I thought. There is completely no style of play. At least get the players you have right now, turn them into average beans. Bro, they're not even average. Before they were mediocre with Ten Hag. But right now, the garbage, bro, the garbage, the crap, the total crap. So, I mean, do you want to manage? I mean, see, yeah, it comes with the flawless. You were talking about, pressure with Ineos. It comes with the territory. There's always going to be pressure. Guess what? When this Manchester United fan goes to the gates, what's that his name? Your friend, your guy.
Fast.
No.
Saeed.
No, the other guy. Saeed. Guys, imagine when Saeed turns up on that gate, yeah, at Old Trafford and starts talking. I mean, come on, guys. Pressure. Do you know what pressure means?
Right now.
Things is going to change by force, by fire when that guy gets to the gate and start talking. That's what I'm talking about. There's no style of play. There's no improvement. He's taken a Manchester United side that he met in 13th and dragged them further down to 15th. You 12 points down the drop. Next, bro, come on, guys, yeah. 12 points. The biggest brand in English football. Bro, there won't be any pressure with Ineos, yeah, in the next 3-4 games. If this guy doesn't pull it together and get some points in, bro, he will take the chop. He will take now it's about saving face. Now it's about saving the biggest brand in English football. It's no more about pressure with the owners.
Can I ask?
It's about saving. It's about saving the soul. Yeah. It's about saving the soul of an institution, of a cultural institution. Bro, it goes far, it goes deeper. It's deeper than football. Where with the trajectory is going right now. If he doesn't produce in the next 5 games, he's gonna get the chop.
Okay.
Okay. So can I?
He's gonna get the chop.
Go ahead, Flawless, because I'm afraid my question is.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool. Go on, you go.
Yeah. No. So I talked about this on the American Idiot Show because and this is a real question. Do you think that this form of a Manchester United team 5 or 6 years ago gets relegated? And the reason I say that is because the teams that are coming up from the championship, the quality has dropped so much, and the difference of level of skill coming up and coming down. Like, you're seeing the same teams getting relegated, you're seeing the same things getting promoted. Back, it wasn't like this 6-7 years ago. It was to a point, but you don't consistently see the same 2 or 3 teams that come up go down. And I don't see it ending anytime soon. Like, I think maybe Leeds stay up next season if I'm making a way too early prediction. I know, but at the same time, fuck Leeds. At the same time, fuck Leeds. But I'm just being real. The same teams, 3 teams that went up are going straight back down. But and I think this saves, and I want to hear what Don C has to say about this too, because I think this saves teams like United and teams like Tottenham, who are having the worst seasons in their Premier League history, from actually being in a relegation battle. Yeah, they are in a relegation fight, but let's be real. Southampton isn't going to do shit. Ipswich isn't going to do shit, and Leicester are awful as well. Those are the three that are going down. But do you think in a different era they're in bigger danger?
Maybe, because you made a point there about, and so I'll have to check the numbers, but to my knowledge, more often than not, when teams got promoted, all three teams didn't go back down. It was either one stayed up or maximum two. But it seems to be in recent times it's balanced out, and we're getting more of it being the three teams who get promoted and the three teams that get relegated. Obviously, give or take the odd season. So could we have been in trouble at a prior time? Yes. To everyone who's like, oh, we're 12 points off top and 12 points from the relegation zone. Are United capable of losing our next four games? Absolutely, we are. You know what? Like, let's not get that misunderstood. Manchester United are more than capable of losing our next 4 games. However, the teams below us are not capable of winning their next 4 games. That's why to everyone who's like, oh, United get relegated. No, Wolves are not winning their next 4 games. Ipswich are not winning their next 4 games. Neither are Leicester. These teams have not done this all season. They're not miraculously going to click into gear and win 4 or 5 games in a row and us lose 4 or 5 games in a row. But we are then like the team who's 12 points off top. Yes, quote unquote, are they in a title race? Yes, but do you consider them winning it? Forest are closer to the top than we are to the relegation. We're further away from the relegation zone than Forest are to the top. No one sees Forest as a legitimate threat.
Well, no, and that's what I'm saying is that the only team that what was the only team that stayed up? The last team that actually stayed up was Forest, and they had to break financial rules to make sure that happened. So what happened? Yeah, because like what happened to Burnley? You know?
Yeah, and like that. So and then before we go to Dunsey, and like that's it. So that's where the only way I see him getting sacked is if we are indeed, if we're getting relegated, if we're legit in when I say in a relegation dogfight, like we're a point off. Where like a team below us is a win away from leapfrogging us, and we'll drop in. That's when I think they'll be like, okay, we have no choice. However, where we're at now, if we finish 15th, they ain't sacking him. They done wrote off this season. The Ten Hag, the actions speak louder than words. Them keeping Ten Hag for the length they did show now they was writing off the season. Their lack of movement and lack of help in the transfer window shown they had no interest in this season, because you seen what City did. You see how teams react when they're actually trying to solve problems. Villa, look at the movements. Villa, whether you rate the players that Villa signed or not, it was an attempt. You don't go get Marlon and Asensio and Rashford and Disasi if you are not trying to improve. How with us, they was like, all right, just don't get relegated. We're still in 2 cup competitions. Go scam one. That's the aim. We're just trying to stay in the Premier League, finish wherever in the Premier League, get a Europa League and or FA Cup is the MO of it. Because we've done it before. We've been scams. Look at the last 2 years. But yeah, go on, Dunsey.
Yeah, I think that Arsenal and Man United are very similar in the fact that we're 2 different sides of the same coin. Our chance of winning the league is like Man United's chances of getting relegated. Yeah,
it's true. He's not wrong.
The reason why I say this, right? I told you, I know you don't like it, innit? But you know what I'm saying. Man United will get relegated. Let me just throw it out there. TJ made a great point. The bottom 3 are so pathetic. They are so pathetic. They would never in the last, was it 14 games? Yeah.
Yeah, 14 games. Yeah.
14 games.
Yeah.
The maximum each team will win is about 4 games. Yeah. It's about 4 games. Right. So even if they win those 4 games, yeah, Man United only need to draw 2. Yeah, in 4 games. And they're safe. Yeah. This is why I said Man United and Arsenal are the same coin. Yeah, but they just share different sides. That's all it is, bro. Neither of us done anything in the transfer window. Both of us want to scam a trophy. Yeah. And neither of us is gonna come out with nothing. Yeah. The thing with Man United is, yeah, a lot of the blame needs to be put on Amorim. Because we can all see that these players are piss poor. We can see that these players are so shit. But guess what? he is so egotistical and so arrogant. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to play a system that works for these players. I understand he wants to play his back three, but these players cannot do that. They cannot do that. Right now, he should be thinking of surviving, trying to get to as high as he can as possible, and try to come out with something instead of being 15th. This is what I'm saying. Yeah,
No,
I'm,
listen.
I'm not saying I don't like Amorim because I like to see where Man United are, but maybe Amorim, no, maybe Man United is too big for Amorim. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they need a bigger personality, someone that's been there, someone that's done it. Yeah, like if you could say that in his last club, he won so much, right? But guess what? This is Man United, the biggest club in England, one of the top three in the world, right? And I hate them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The match against Tottenham, they could have won that. But
Mhm.
because of Amorim's choices now, yeah, to constantly play players that's gone 14 games without a goal, yeah, 14, and that there is arrogance, bro, yeah. He's trying to hit 15 like Man United are in 15th. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That is plain and simple arrogance. That there needs to be put on Amorim. I'm not saying he's a bad manager. I just think Man United maybe that step too far for him. You know what I'm saying? For me, he'll do well at Aston Villa, just like Emery, because personally, I think that's the levels that he's on. All right,
Fair
but
enough.
will he get sacked? No, I don't think he'll get sacked. Not
No,
not
this
not
is
one bit.
yeah, no, this is, I don't
Not
think this
not one
season.
bit. Not
I
this
don't,
season.
because like I said, it opens up. It's so much on them if that happens. I don't think people, because like even shout out to Darryl, he put like Ineos have sacked 5 managers in 6 seasons at Nice. Respectfully, that's Nice. Like you
Yeah.
sack Amorim, the footballing world is going to stop. No matter what is happening that day. That is the biggest news story that day. It's the biggest news story that week. It's the biggest news story that month. Because then all the pressure is, who do you get next? Don't make the same mistake. What happens to these players? Da and all this. I'm saying this like in regards to them. They don't want that type of pressure. They do not want that type of pressure because fans eventually are going to look at it and go, you've now hired your third manager in a season and you've got it horrifically. It's not like it's gone slightly wrong. It's gone horrifically wrong twice. When we thought it couldn't get any worse than Ten Hag, it did. And that's not on Amorim, but I mean, that is on Amorim. But once he's gone, we're then looking at the person that hired it. If you own a shop and every shopkeeper you hire for that shop is absolutely shit, you got to start looking at the people hiring the shopkeeper. Eventually, it's like, right, this is you. Eventually, you're going to. And like, that's where it stems from. And I don't think they want that. I don't think people realize this. Like, I'm seeing this ahead of the curve in regards to if they do sack him. Because I thought about this in regards to, all right, let's say hypothetically they did. That, it makes the purge even worse. It's the purge then times a million if you do this, because the one stable thing you had in the manager is now no longer stable. Because then you're also already under pressure anyway in regards to fielding questions. How do you deal with the rebuild? How much money do you spend? Who do you sign? Who do you sell? What's the objectives next season? How do we finish this? Because if Manchester United finished 15th, 16th with no trophy, everyone gonna be looking at Ineos. You lot were supposed to be the saviors. This is your first full season, and you finished, let's say, 16th, and let's say 10 points above the relegation zone. And every United have broke all records. Least games won, most games lost, least games scored, least goals scored, most goals conceded ever in a season, and all these things. So everything looks bad. Someone tell me right now, what is positive for Ineos right now in their first full season? There's nothing. And then you go compound that and put the spotlight on it even more by removing the guy who is going to take most of the bullets, because he was the guy who was supposed to make it better. That's why they ain't sacked.
Flawless. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why everyone on the panel is really not thinking that Ineos would actually sack this manager. Of course, you've heard of their record in Nice, and of course, I do believe you. That's Nice. I get that, but again, you need to also check the managers who have actually managed this football club down the years. Louis van Gaal had a 51% win ratio. David Moyes, I think he had 51% win ratio. Mourinho had a 54% win ratio. Ten Hag had 52% win ratio. This manager has 29% win ratio since he's joined the football club. I mean, that's poor. You have to give back something. You have to give back something. I'm sorry, he's not giving back anything. And he's not bigger than the football club. If you ask me, he's not bigger than the football club. Yeah, you can say he just came in. Yeah, he's a manager with the potential. But I mean, you have to show something with what you have right now. And again, he got into dirty politics in the football club immediately he came on. I mean, you hacked away Rashford in the transfer window, on loan. You hacked away Anthony on loan. I mean, you dabbled yourself into politics. That's not what Ruud van Nistelrooy did. He at least used the players to at least get something. Like TJ said, he kept it simple. He didn't dabble into politics. At least he got something going. There was some results coming in that spell that Ruud van Nistelrooy had. But right now, you dabbled into the politics so quick. And now, look at Rashford. I mean, I'm not saying he's torn up trees, but I mean, look at what he's done in Aston Villa in a short period of time. I don't care what anyone tells me. Look at Anthony. I mean,
Flawless literally said you were going to do this.
drives into Real Betis. I mean, an assist that scores a goal, that does a backflip in front of fans. I mean, going by the eye test, man. I mean, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. 29%.
Here's the major difference, Tony.
It's not good enough. If he loses more 5-6 games, bro, that guy it will be under pressure. I mean, even he might even tender his resignation.
I don't think he'll do that.
Okay. All right. No problem. Let's see. Manchester United and Amorim. Who's bigger? We're going to see in the next 7 games. Let's see what happens. If he loses them.
Cool. Well, see, here's the difference, though. You mentioned Moyes. You mentioned Van Gaal. You mentioned Mourinho. You mentioned Oli. Who sacked those managers, Tony?
Of course, it's the Glazers. I completely get that.
Okay.
No, I completely get that. But again, it's still in the culture. It's still in the culture. But we've already established the fact that Nis have. Wait. Understand this. We've established the fact that Nis have sacked managers. Who owns Nis now? It's Ineos that owns them, and they've sacked in Nis. So
so I'll respond.
That nullifies that.
I say this again. No, it doesn't nullify it because you've mentioned Moyes being sacked, Mourinho being sacked, Van Gaal being sacked. That was a different regime. Because here's on the flip side: if it was still the Glazers in charge solely, they don't keep Ten Hag for as long as they did. For a team, for a ownership that's so trigger happy, how come they kept Ten Hag for so long then? If they're so trigger happy, considering all the records that he broke every record known to man at Manchester United. Amorim's now breaking them, but Ten Hag.
But he still maintained a 51% win ratio. That's the difference. This manager is averaging 29%.
So 51% is good enough. So 51% is good enough for Manchester United.
No, I'm not saying, but you've digressed. It's worse than that. And Ten Hag was worse off.
And why did they keep him then? Why did they keep Ten Hag for so long?
I don't know. It could be true. It could be procedural issues. It could be monetary issues because you have to pay money to these managers when they're leaving. And let's don't act as if Manchester United don't have monetary issues. Let's don't act like that.
So when they sacked him, did they pay him money?
Of course they paid him
money. So the money was there the whole time, right? So the money was there the whole time, right?
I mean, it could be any reason. I said it could be any reason. You never know. Maybe they didn't have the cash, to expend at the time. You don't know. Because currently, right now, Manchester United is owing lots of money.
Okay, cool. You know what I do know? When they gave him a new deal in the summer, it then cost them more to sack him in the season. Does that make sense to you?
It makes complete. I get you. It makes
So
complete sense.
that's the point I'm making. So everyone who thinks that, because they sacked 5 managers in 6, we had our worst ever Premier League campaign, worst ever Champions League campaign, broke every record known to man. Not only did they keep this manager, they flew out to him, disturbed him on his holiday, offered him a new deal, allowed him to spend more money. It got worse, and then they kept him for a long period of time. But all right, keep thinking that these ownership, that any of they're going to do the thing. All right,
Flawless. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you Antonio a question, please?
Of course.
Tell me all the players that he bought in the last, let's say, 3 to 4 years. And just remember, Man United has been broke for the last 7 years.
Yeah, man, we've always broke. We got no money, man. Yeah? We never got no money.
So basically, like Tony, what he's basically saying, when it's under one regime, yeah, it's a lot easier. But when you got next man at the table, yeah, there's always a tug of war. We've seen Arsenal for literally until it was the Conquis took over. It's a tug of war. When you have shareholders, it's always a tug of war, bro. Yeah, Man United aren't broke. Yeah, that's just narrative. That's what I'm saying. That's just the shit that the media spin.
We're not gonna spend no money in the
paper. So you don't think they owe money? You don't think they owe money because the papers say they owe money.
We're gonna spend
the papers say they owe money. I mean, I'm not taking a shot at the football club. I'm just saying they owe money. I mean, it's public record. So, I mean, I'm just saying, Arsenal owe money. Everyone owe money. Maybe apart from maybe Newcastle. Even Newcastle is gonna owe money. I mean, it's a monetary system, so they owe money. But Manchester United owe more money than all these football clubs.
We ain't gonna sign nobody in the summer. We signing nobody in the summer. We're gonna spend $0 £0 in the summer. $0.
You never know. The manager brought in Patrick Dogu.
And how do we pay?
Guys, he hasn't addressed anything. No style of play. He hasn't won games. 29% winning ratio. I mean, it's done.
That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the money side of things. We have no money, but we just bought somebody. Make that make sense. That's why we have no money. Look at him.
Well,
TJ,
I did not say no. I did no. It's not about me being stunted. It's about what we're talking about. We're talking about Ten Hag. You're bringing in the sacking of Ten Hag. We were talking about the monetary. We're talking about the monetary issues then. Why did it not sack him?
Because they're idiots. No. That's why I didn't sack him, because they're idiots. That's why. Why. Because they agreed to get rid of him, couldn't then replace him, then went and got him back because they're idiots, like I've been saying. But like you just said, we're broke, we have no money, so you must have paid for Doggy with magic beans. That's what we sent to Lecce, a big IOU. I was like, there we go in it. Like like I said, people, if you think Manchester United have no money, DM me on Twitter or Instagram.
I didn't say you didn't have money. And again, you're twisting the facts. I never said that. I said you owe money. I didn't say you don't
not you
have money. I said you owe money. I mean, stick the facts, man. You're misquoting me.
I literally
Okay, good.
That's the problem right there. You don't be listening. I literally said not you. I'm saying for those that believe Manchester United owe money and because of that have no money because it's the one in the same. I have some magic beans to sell you after the show. At me on Twitter, that's me flawless, and I sell you if you believe that's the case. If you believe Manchester United are going to sign nobody in the summer, that's on you. All right, cool. We just sent Lecce an IOU. That's what we did. The same way we was broke last summer, and we signed players. Same way we was broke the summer of 2023. Because I've been live streaming since 2021. I've heard this now for 4 years. How Manchester United and every summer miraculously we bring in players. Who would have thought that a global brand like Manchester United has money to spend? Who would have? Hey, people keep pushing this narrative. Oh, money, no money to spend. One in the same. You're getting at the same thing. But TJ, I know you gotta go. Let them know.
Yeah. Yeah, big up Tony, big up Duncy, big up Flawless every time. Really, really appreciate you. This show is one I look forward to every week. Smash the like, subscribe. My channel is on the road to 1,600 subscribers. So if you are new, go and subscribe to my channel, please. We'd really appreciate it. We are running American Idiots on Friday, normal time, 9 p.m. UK. Or 9:30 actually this week because I have to do a work thing. But 9:30, I see Dal's in the chat, my co-host with the most.
Big up, Dal.
And then we got American Waffle, which we're changing the format just a little bit. We're just to tease a little bit. We're adding a visa spot now. So we have internationals coming in, flying into the U.S. to visit. and then we're kicking them right back out. So yeah, come and check us out, American Waffle, on my channel. We run a 1:30 UK, 1 p.m. UK, or 1 a.m. UK on Tuesday mornings. So appreciate it. Big up every single time,
man.
See ya.
You lot, make sure you subscribe to TJ.
Big up CJ. Love all the time, man. Big up.
Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up over the next week and the weekend and all that good stuff. Tony, floor's yours.
Yeah, man. See ya. Big ups, people. See, Flawless, thanks for having me on the show today. I mean, it's just nice to just come here and talk about Arsenal, and also to, confront you a little bit. I mean, put a little bit of heat, down here for you, because for some time you've just been enjoying the moment and enjoying me
what?
and enjoying me and don't tear each other up. I mean,
We're fucking 15th. It's on the. We're 15th. We are 15th, sir.
Enjoy what moment? Yeah,
I mean, enjoying the moment with me and Dante, arguing over each other, and me and TJ tearing each other up, while you, who are in 15th, just sit back and enjoy the whole show. So, I mean, it's good we have some heat for you too, man, because, we got something in the artillery for you. I just wanted to give you a little bit of some down there, artillery. See ya, guys, yeah. Big up to you guys. Thanks for today. Smash the like button, keep supporting the channel. I run a channel called Tony Clark Gunner TV. So, we'll do serious stuff down there. We'll talk about everything. Dante, has been literally been on my channel yesterday. I think you were on my channel yesterday, Dante, right? I have other hosts of guests who come down to my channel. Tomorrow I will be with the Southern Gooner tomorrow. Big one, on my channel, 3 p.m. UK time. This week is a holiday week, so there's no work, so stream time for me. So Southern Gunner will be coming up tomorrow. I will be having a watch along tomorrow. Real Madrid, Manchester City. I want all my ops gone. Yeah. So Man City, I want them booted out. Yeah. Booted out of the Champions League. So definitely tomorrow, me and Josh True gonna do exclusive watch alongs with him, a partner of my channel. So he will be with me on my channel tomorrow. We'll be doing the watch along tomorrow for the Real Madrid Manchester City matchup. Then on Thursday, guess who's coming back? Oregon Gunner fresh, from his holiday from Florida. He'll be back to the channel. We'll be doing our thing on Thursday. Then on Friday, we're gearing up for that watch along on Saturday for the Arsenal matchup. But on Friday, me, Bant, views on sports. I had a show with Mike's just day before yesterday. So that me and Abs Waffle TV will be on the show, and View on Sports will be on a show on Friday. So come check us out. And on Sunday, I'll be having Ola of the Fight Week show on the. See you guys. Action pack week. Tony Clark Gunner TV. Check me out. Check the
pack schedule. About time, man. About time. I like that, for real, man. Hella shows. Go subscribe to Tony Clark Gunner TV, for real. Make sure you subscribe. We may argue, but Tony's my guy, man. So make sure you lot go subscribe.
Flawless is my guy. We get at it sometimes, but it's brotherly love around here, man. I mean, no Diddy, guys, but it's all good.
and shout out to Chronic, who says, I know a guy who used to work for Ineos. They are dumb. That's all I say. That's all I'm gauging from them too. And this is without working with them. This is just seeing them from the outside looking in. You see how 50's looking at Ross? Looking at Beach, dealing with, because he's working with Ross. Is how I look at Ineos for dealing with the Glazers. It's the exact same process. Exact same. It's even worse in my eyes, because it's certain like with those two, at least there's nothing there in regards to a product or something that's a problem, like, to be maintained. This is Manchester United Football Club, and you did a deal with them, and then you expect me to rate you? What? All right, but prove me wrong.
Flawless, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm saying, shut me up, but done. Anything you want to add before we close out?
Yeah, big up, man. Big up. It's so nice to always be on the show, innit? You can catch me wherever, whenever. Is what I'm saying. I'm always a guest on Tony's show, Flawless's show. Like you might even see me pop up in the Flawless's watch alongs, just trolling him, because I am Flawless's Flawless loves to hate me. This is what I'm saying. Just because I'm the one who tells him about his side bitch, yeah,
This is facts, yo.
and
This
his
is,
main bitch, and the
this
fact
is
that they
facts.
were beefing, and then his side
Hey
bitch turned
yo,
15,
hey
yeah.
yo,
Guess
hey
what?
yo,
Do you know how
hey
beautiful it is?
yo.
Because to see this motherfucker, yeah, in the mud, to see this dude, yeah, what's it not that side, yeah, literally lost his smile, yeah, because he was skinny teeth when Eric Ten Hag left. But guess what happened? Amron came. Amron didn't just drop bombs, yeah. Amron dropped piles of shit after shit after shit after shit. Man's in 15th.
Hey
Do you know what, yeah?
yo, hey yo,
When I was a child, yeah, watching the
Guy, look at
Arsenal
this
Man
guy's
United
smile.
game, yeah,
hey yo,
hating the
guys.
fact that
I
them
just
man,
had to
yeah,
do the flawless laugh.
yeah,
Yeah,
the fact
hey
that them
yo.
man were literally
Oh God.
like battering, man, yeah, like they were destroying, man. We were taking one league off them. They were taking two leagues off us, yeah. They were taking the
Fact.
piss out of our lives, yeah.
3 leagues
Even
at
though
time.
they didn't shut up, even they didn't get the gold trophies, yeah, and we did with the unbeaten season, right? Now them man are 15th, 15th, yeah. Say it with me, them man are 15th, yeah. So flawless, fuck
Guys.
you, yeah. Fuck your side bitch, yeah, and made this terrible form continues, yeah. Road to getting regulated. No, you know what I'm saying? So fuck you, man, yeah,
Where
all
is
the
the
time, yeah.
justice,
Fuck
yo?
you, man.
Crazy,
Where
what,
is
yo?
the,
Fuck you,
where's
man,
the
yeah. But
justice, yo?
peoples,
Hey,
like and subscribe.
like and subscribe. Hey, you know what? I can't
Where's
wait.
the justice, yo?
I'm looking forward so much to that game against you, lot, you know. I can't wait. You see that game? You see that United Arsenal
Oh,
game at OT? Oh, I can't wait for that, man. I'm
smash
looking
them
forward
up.
to I'm looking forward to that game. I'm genuinely,
But you know I'll be there.
genuinely
I'll be
looking
there
forward.
Big
because
ups,
Yeah,
people.
because if you lot
ninth of
lose,
March.
yeah. Wait, no. Do you know what it is? The funny thing is, if we lose, yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a thing because if you lose, guess what? They're already in 15th. It can't get any
Yeah,
worse.
facts.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
realistically, it's like a win-win game for you lot. It's just
absolutely.
like your side beating you. It's a win-win game, but it's all good. That's what I'm saying. Do you say the whole special is done? Now it's time to come to the cannons, and when man shoots you down, yeah. When man shoots you down, yeah. Right? I'm not gonna come in here and laugh at you. That's for Tony. All I'm gonna do is let's say,
Cool, man.
uh, it
Hey,
is
just
what it is.
Where
hey,
is
I
the
just want to say,
justice, yo?
just remember what. Hey, last time you lot seen us, just remember what happened. You know what I'm saying? Last time you lot
Oh.
seen us, just remember what happened.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember,
just
remember.
okay.
That's true, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
True.
okay. Don't worry. If you thought your side bitch done you
remember.
dirt, yeah. What's when we come to your
All
ground? Yeah,
right,
that's what
Yo.
I'm
cool,
saying.
man.
We're gonna come
Cool.
into your yard. Yeah, we're gonna do what we done to Tottenham. Come into their man and kick them the fuck out.
Yeah. We gonna see what's up. But you lot continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up Fast for the Raid again, Gunner for the Raid. This show, all the other shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch alongs and the fan calling show, are available on all audio platforms. So anywhere there's podcasts or there's a podcast section, type in Sarcasm City TV and all the shows will pop up. Because you might want to listen audio only. You might not want to have YouTube up. Maybe what is on in the background. Maybe you don't want YouTube using up all your data. So all I need you lot to do, go to Spotify. All you Spotify users, go to Sarcasm City. No, go to Spotify. Type in Sarcasm City TV. Follow us. 5-star us. All you iPhone users, you have iTunes, Apple Podcast on your phone. Go to iTunes, Apple Podcast. Type in Sarcasm City TV. 5-star us. Leave us a review there or wherever you listen to podcasts. And let me not forget, Don C mentioned it about watch alongs. Make sure you head over to the Sarcasm City TV playback. Tony mentioned it. It is obviously Real Madrid versus Manchester City tomorrow. So we will be there for the end of Manchester City's Champions League campaign in the year 2025, people. We will be there for the end of it, people. We will be. So get over to the playback, and that's where we will be for the Real Madrid Manchester City watch along. And then we're back here, 11:30 p.m. UK time. Myself, the one and only Vader, Manchester United, Manchester City show, Mandem United, Mandem City podcast. You already know it's going to be a good one. And we'll be here to collect Vegas tears, man. This is what we're here for, man. You see these? Vegas tears. Rivals tears. That's what we're here for with Vail. That's what we're here
Vail
for
is
with
real
Vail.
one, man.
So
Complete
make sure,
gentleman. Like that guy.
yeah,
Great
shout out
guy.
Vail. But again, subscribe to Tony Claude Gunner TV. Subscribe to TJ Warren TV as well. And get over. Playback people. Go follow. We recently just hit over 1,000 followers on there. So big up to you lot. So make sure you go to www. playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Or you just download the Playback app from your app store. You sign up for free, create an account for free. And the same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on Playback. It's just even crazier over there. That's the hood of Sarcasm City. Like, this is the nice part. YouTube is the nice part. See, Saga, that's the ends. It's the block over there on the Playback. So you get Premier League watch-alongs, Champions League, Europa League. You get NBA content, gaming, boxing, UFC, Formula One, La Liga watch-alongs, all over on the Sarcasm City TV Playback, people. So head over there right now. But we're going to redirect over to Beijing Reds TV. So I just need you to put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat. So put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat, hit the like button and subscribe to Beijing Reds TV, people. But let me make sure I've actually set this up.
Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks. 200 people. Thanks. Big ups, people. Thanks.
You
bless.
absolute real ones.
Arteta the fuck out.
Right, man. I'll tell
Blessings to you guys and your families. Thanks.
And this has been the Man United podcast. Gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast, Manchester United Arsenal show, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.